Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing.
Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the film.
I had no idea what you were pointing at. I thought somebody was sneaking up behind me. But you're saying I'm one of the scariest people on the planet. All right, thank you. Wow. All right, all my dreams have been achieved now.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I have a sound effect to kind of go along with that then.
Oh, really?
Me being one of the scariest people on the planet. It'll be the last one.
Oh, okay.
So stick around for that. All right, we'll start off in North Adams, Massachusetts, where the police have put out a statement. Chasing bears through the woods drunk with a dull hatchet is strongly not advised. I guess that pretty much works anywhere, right?
The dumb things people do when drunk. Boy.
North Adams police said that to residents after they say a local man did just that. They posted it on their Facebook page. It said, "It's just a bad idea, not going to end well for you."
Did they videotape it?
I'm not quite sure. Let's find out. We certainly don't need anyone going all Davy Crockett, chasing a bear through the woods with a dull hatchet after getting drunk. Wow. Police said the man was taken into police custody after the incident. His name was not released. They wrote, "We're still trying to figure out what his end game was. Any thoughts on what he was going to do if he did locate the bear?" We would certainly like to hear, because we have no idea. Police said if residents see a bear, please leave it alone and call an official.
He likes his women all naturel. That's all I can figure. He'd be safer chasing French women.
It reminded me of that scene out of Super Troopers.
I've got news for you. You are mine now. You belong to me.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. Friday, Newcastle Crown Court in England sentenced a 25-year-old man to 2 years and 4 months for a robbery he pled guilty to. His admission to committing the crime, however, was only part of how he helped officials throw him in jail. Police in Sunderland, England, originally arrested the mugger after he called them with hopes of tracking down his cell phone he lost during a recent purse snatching.
Oh, yeah. I stole that lady's purse. I was on such and such block. Yeah, I lost my phone. Can you help me?
Yeah, exactly. After stealing the bag from a woman on a street one early morning in March, the man realized he dropped his phone sometime during the robbery. Later that night, he did place a call to the police to inquire whether anyone had turned in a cell phone. That phone call quickly led to his apprehension.
I have something to say. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
Mm-hmm.
He should start singing, "I got my two hands up and I surrender."
Saudi woman decided to seek the ultimate revenge from her husband, so ladies look up. She did this after he took a second wife by driving his car through red lights and racking up over 51,000 euros in traffic fines.
Sweet.
That's like a 75,000 to you and me.
With his car. Yeah, smart woman.
As her husband was allegedly celebrating a second marriage, the woman brought her husband's minivan to her brother and asked him to also drive it through red lights in an attempt to maximize the traffic fines. The video clip of the minivan driving through a red light and getting caught on security cameras before repeating the offense again has now gone viral. Mm-hmm. Saudi Arabia operates an automatic traffic fine system called Sahur, and that uses digital cameras and an online monitoring system linked to the Ministry of the Interior to catch traffic violators.
Good for them. And her.
Well, I think she's in a lot of trouble. Social media users hailed the woman's courage, though some fear she will eventually be forced to pay those fines along with her brother, since eyewitnesses can testify and the cameras that her husband was not in the car.
Well, darn. She should have got one of those like Ronald Reagan masks or a Bush mask.
She should have thought it through.
Yeah.
So, and you should also be careful because I think that's still one of the countries where women can be stoned. So.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Wait a sec.
Hey, bad idea.
Get away from me, you dirty fembot!
She should have used a George Bush mask.
There you go.
That would have been like totally awesome.
Of course. Everybody would have got that.
Probably would have got her shot over there, though.
Beginning in the late 90s, once or twice a year, astronomers operating the telescope at the park's observatory in New South Wales, Australia, would pick up mysterious radio signals.
Ooh.
These signals were known as periotons, described in a recent report as millisecond duration transients of terrestrial origin. The researchers believe the periotons were linked to atmospheric activity such as lightning strikes, and they believed this belief for around 17 years, until this year when they installed a new receiver to monitor the interference. Local paper reported that the actual source of the perytons, a microwave.
A microwave?
Yes, the receiver detected signals at 2.4 gigahertz within 5 kilometers of the telescope, which the researchers realized was being created by the staffers heating up their lunches in the park's observatory kitchen.
So it was their TV dinners.
I like that. And you actually knew that song.
Yeah, I do.
Very cool.
I've even watched the music video. I don't know how many times. I love it.
Dinners. All right.
Yeah.
Interference only occurred when staffers opened the microwave door while it was still heating. So, wow. So for years, 17 years, they thought they were picking up stuff with their little telescopes. Turns out it was the microwave.
That's funny.
All right. Yay for science!
Yeah.
Now, shrunken heads for all occasions. Collect them, swap them, give them to your witch doctor friends.
All right.
And put them in the microwave.
Some Vienna pedestrian traffic lights are suddenly not only seeing red or flashing red and green, they're also flashing gay or straight. These are traffic lights, folks.
Really?
Austria's right-wing Freedom Party is livid. Over the past few days, the city started setting up lights at pedestrian crossings that show pairs of figures instead of the usual stick men. Some depict a man and a woman, others two women, still others two men.
Oh, my goodness.
All couples are complete with hearts. The lights are being erected at 47 street crossings and will stay up through June. Vienna hosts several events linked to tolerance during that time, including the Life Ball, Europe's biggest charity event for AIDS and HIV research, and the Eurovision Song Contest, which was won last year by an Austrian cross-dressing pop star, Conchita Wurst.
Conchita.
Wurst.
Yeah, well, worse.
Pedestrians were neutral to positive when asked Tuesday whether they liked the concept. One said, "I think this is a great idea. The topic of equality and equal treatment is a very important issue, and it's getting some attention through the campaign. But not all Austrians are amused. The Freedom Party has announced it's lodging a criminal complaint against Vienna Councilwoman Maria Vasilku, who is in charge of the traffic issues in the city. Party officials say the lights can contravene traffic regulations and are a waste of taxpayers' money because they cost $70,000.
Wow. To me, that does seem like a waste of taxpayer dollars.
It does.
It does.
They could have come up with something. Maybe. Yeah.
Something a little more economical and wow.
Right. The city, in turn, says the lights conform to the laws and are meant not only to show tolerance. Municipal officials say they also hope the signals will draw more attention from pedestrians and reduce jaywalking.
They're going to stand there just so they can see the new little light things, right?
Yeah.
What if it causes more traffic accidents?
Because they're giggling at the...
Yeah, people are like, yeah.
Yeah.
And more pedestrians are run over because people are like giggling over the whole lights.
It's very distracting.
There's always a lot of rich old gay guys at those things looking for younger gay guys to take care of. You know, the way Dick Cheney takes care of George Bush.
Oh!
That's pretty good.
Moving on to Oklahoma, an Oklahoma man who killed his stepfather after delivering an atomic wedgie last year pleaded guilty to manslaughter in court on Monday. Can I do that title again? Because that's just a fun one.
Yeah.
An Oklahoma man who killed his stepfather after delivering an atomic wedgie last year pleaded guilty to manslaughter in court on Monday.
Okay, yeah. I'm editing myself because what I'm thinking cannot be said.
Yes. Brad Davis, 34, a former Marine, told authorities following his arrest in December that he was defending himself in a fight against a man his attorney said it had bullied him his entire life, his stepfather.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
All right.
Yeah.
He's a Marine. Come on.
Well, that's why the atomic wedgie came into play.
Oh, I get it. Mm-hmm. In the heat of the moment, he pulled Denver St. Clair's underwear over his head and onto the front of his neck, which cut off his air supply.
Those are some big underwear.
Wow. I didn't know they could stretch that far, and I don't want to find out if mine can.
Don't you watch The Simpsons?
No. He then knocked his 58-year-old stepfather out. It's probably irritating because he was struggling to get air.
Oh, yeah. You know, that rascally, air thing. Yeah.
Davis was charged with first-degree murder, but he reached a plea agreement Monday and pled guilty to just manslaughter.
Well, he probably didn't mean to kill him.
It is believed that this is the first atomic wedgie to kill someone.
Oh, great. Just jump all over me, why don't you? Just jump all over me.
Well, you can actually say it happens now. Wow.
That's your odd news for
Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
I am not what you would call a handsome man. The good Lord chose not to bless me with charm, athletic ability, or a fully functional brain.
No, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at